welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to show you my complete setup of my 2021 budget planner. Now I will say I'm going to be using a different planner theme going into 2021, so I'm going to show you guys a little trick just in case you're wanting to get your budget planners set up now but you're kind of waiting to maybe purchase a new design, because I'm going to be releasing new designs for my budget planners. Right now, my goal date to release all the new budget planners is next Wednesday, which is the 30th of December. So that is the day that I should be releasing everything. I wanted to give myself a couple extra days just because, you know, it's Christmas and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I'll show you guys a little trick with that. But I did get everything pretty much set up, and it's going to be really easy for me to move everything over into my new planner once I have that ready to go. So, but I figured I'd go ahead and walk you through just the different inserts that I'm using for 2021, how I've got it set up, all that good stuff. So this is not going to be the cover I will be using because I'm going to again switch the theme of my planner, but this is the original budget planner that is available in my shop right now. I do love this planner, but there's one of the themes that I'm doing for the new budget planner I'm just absolutely in love with. The nice thing is you can switch it up really as much as you want, but this I would say is my favorite cover for this particular budget planner. So this is like the boho budget is kind of what I titled it, budget planner. And like I said, this is available in my shop now. I do have it linked in the description box down below and everything like that. So here's the index. I went ahead and I put in some titles for the different sections of my index. These little like buttons, if you will take you to the back of the planner where I've put blank pages, and in the blank pages you're able to insert your inserts able to pull those in to create, you know, all of the pages that you would like. So there's 12 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different sections that you can have in the back of your budget planner. And then of course you also have an index in each monthly view, so you can put like your monthly budget, your monthly sinking funds if you want to track like savings for that specific month. You want to put spending trackers in for that month, all that kind of stuff. The trackers that you put here are more of like an overall like annual type of look at everything. So I used the text tool in order to put my headers in, and I'll show you how easy that is. Essentially all you do is you click on this button up here. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. So you see this little T right here, that is a text box. So if you click on the text box, you're going to be able to go in here, pick the font you want to use. I used American typewriter, and then you can pick the size that you want, and you don't really have to commit to a size entirely because it's really easy to resize the text as well, which I'll also show you. So what you can do is you can just, you know, say I want to do, I think I did 110 for these ones. So say I want to do 110. I've got the size picked out. You can tap anywhere on your screen and that's going to open up a text box, and then you can go in here and you can type in what you want. There's also a way to like handwrite it in with some new features in like the iOS and stuff like that. But I personally like just using the little keyboard down here. I don't know, it's just me maybe, but so yeah, I'll do annual budget. So I just type that in, and then you can use your finger to drag your text box open to where it's all on one line like that, and then just click out of it and click your lasso tool, and you can just move that wherever you want that to be. And if you want to resize it, again, you can lasso it, tap it, and then click resize, and you can make it as big or as small as you want it to be. And that's why I said you don't really have to commit to a font size necessarily. And then you can also change the color of it. So say I want my like titles to be blue or purple or something like that. I do always provide like the hex codes. So if you want like the colors of your text or your fonts or your handwriting or your highlighter to match the theme of the planner or the sticker kit that you're using, the insert bundle that you're using for your budget inserts, you can easily put in the hex code into the colors and you can change it that way. So yeah, the lasso tool is great for all of that. And let's see, I'm gonna change that back to black there. And actually I'm gonna delete it now because I already have that there. So I just wanted to show you guys how I put those in. Super easy, and what's really nice too is you can copy it and you can paste it. And say I've got this pasted here and I take my text tool there, I can actually double tap on there and I can change the text really easily as well. So I can say, oh, I want this to be now my annual savings tracker or something like that. Then you can do that, and it's really, really easy. So that's what I did. I just created the annual budget here, then I copied and pasted, and I just went in and I changed, you know, the title of it and tried to center it as best I could on there. And then when it comes time, if you want to like switch, I'm going to delete those. If you want to switch to a different planner, I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that. So I'm just going to open up my life planner, open up one of my new ones, because why not? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually turn my pen tool off and go to a blank page in the back here. And so let's pretend this is like your index over here. When it comes time to like switch your planner, you can very easily, make sure I'm tapping on the right thing up here, this little arrow, go over here and take your lasso tool, and you can lasso all of that, and you can click copy and hold your pencil down and then click paste, and there you go. And it's going to still stick with like the same size and everything like that, so you'll be able to very easily move that over. And then same thing for the inserts and the like any handwriting that you do. So let's go ahead and go to my annual budget, because I did get that set up. I did switch out the insert though. If you saw me put my annual budget together, I had originally had the 2021 more decorative inserts back here. I decided to do the more basic ones in the back of the book, and then I'm going to use the more decorative ones in the monthly sections. So that's just something I decided to do just for cohesiveness, I guess you could say, or just I like the look of the neutral ones. When you purchase the budget planner from me, you do get all of the neutral budget inserts included, and there's 38 of them, quite a lot. So I decided to put some lined paper over on this side, and then I did make a video setting up my whole annual budget. So if you're interested in checking that out, definitely look for that video, because that is up. I think I posted it last week or the week before, something like that, very recently. So say I want to move my whole like annual budget sheet over. You're going to turn your pen tool on, go to your lasso, make sure that handwriting and images are all checked, and then you're going to just take your lasso and you're going to just kind of circle the whole thing. Doesn't have to be perfect, just to capture everything. And you're going to click copy, and then you're going to go over to your new planner, which I have a tab here that has my life planner there. And you're again just going to hold down your pencil and click paste. And that is how easy it is to transfer a page from one book to the other book. I mean, it is super, super simple. So I just wanted to show you that little trick, so you can start setting up everything now if you'd like. If you're wanting to, you know, switch the planner themes once the new designs are available, then you can very easily do that. So I just wanted to be sure to show that to you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at my overall setup and the different inserts and things like that that I am using. And I figured I'd show you real quick too. I'm going to pull my files open over here. I've got all my inserts listed over here, and I wanted to just show you what inserts you do receive when you purchase my budget planner. You also receive stickers, budget stickers, and I'll go ahead and show that to you real quick as well. But you get two different versions of an annual budget, one with a very basic just list of of all expenses, and then the other one has a section for fixed expenses and a section for variable if you want to split it up. And then there's annual sinking funds, bi-weekly budgets, a business budget, and then quarterly business expenses and Q1 taxes that you can reuse for each month in that quarter. A car maintenance log, cash envelopes, kind of worksheet where you can figure out like the denominations you need and how much of each one you need and all that good stuff. A debt tracker, dot grid paper, an expense tracker, financial goals worksheet, a gift guide, an income tracker, investment tracker, lined paper, which I used quite a bit, you'll see, a medical expense tracker, memberships and subscriptions, a mileage log, a monthly bill tracker, 2 different versions of the monthly budgets, kind of the same thing where it's like one has just the basic list of all expenses and the other one has the fixed and variable broken up. And then a net worth tracker, all of your paycheck budgets 1 through 5, a savings tracker, sinking funds, a spending tracker, a transaction log that you can use with your sinking funds, a weekly check-in page, and a yearly financial overview that you can see there at the bottom. So those are all the inserts you receive. Again, there's 38 of them. And then the stickers that you receive, I'll show you real quick too. So the stickers you receive are the neutral sticker sets. So you get script stickers of all of like these months and years, and then you also get a ton of script stickers there. And you can also use the script stickers to label the different sections of your index if you don't want to use the text tool. So you can very easily do that as well. Just take the lasso in here, copy and paste it into your index, and that works perfectly fine as well. And then you get these stickers here. You get some date dots that you can use because all of my planners are undated. That way you can start them anytime. You can reuse them. Super easy. You get some cute clip art. You get some expense tracking stickers, some flags, some little circles that you can use like if you're using a key. I find this to be really great for kind of labeling your key, like what color means what. For example, red might mean unbudgeted. So you can put, you know, your little red dot in this section here. I kind of included this little box down here with lines, and I kind of envisioned that being a really great place for like a key or a place to write your goals if you don't want to color code and all that kind of stuff. And then you get a whole bunch of bill due stickers, some more like corner flags, and then I don't know if I already mentioned the expense tracking stickers, but these are great for, you know, writing in what store you were at, how much you spent, and then checking off when you've, you know, tracked that transaction and all that good stuff. And here's a closer look at the bill due stickers where you can write in, you know, again, the company, the amount, and if it was paid and all that good stuff. So those are the stickers you receive. You receive all 3 sheets of stickers, and you receive all of the neutral inserts. So just wanted to cover that real quick because I'm sure I would get questions on that. So let's go ahead and go to the index, and I'll show you guys what I've got set up here. So I've got my annual budget and my annual sinking funds, which I did set up via video. Again, I posted those, I believe it was either last week or the week before, so you can check those out. The yearly financial overview, which I'm really excited to use, and I'll show you guys that in a second. The monthly bill tracker, a memberships and subscriptions, because I don't know about you, but I always lose track. If I have like an annual subscription to, for example, Amazon Prime, I never remember how much it's supposed to be. I never remember like what day it comes out and all that. So I wanted to start really tracking that because I need to make sure I include those things in my monthly budget when that happens. A car maintenance log, a medical expense tracker, a gift guide, and then I decided I wanted to track all of my income for my business in like an overall income tracker, just to kind of triple check my work, I guess you could say. So yeah. I'm gonna kind of walk you through each section. So I'm gonna start off with the annual budget. And if you want to see the details on our annual budget, again, check out that video, but there's the annual budget. And again, I put some lined paper over here because I wanted a space where I could just jot down some like really quick notes if anything changes or I need to remember something. I thought it would be helpful just to have, you know, some general like lined paper to write on and all of that. And then going back to the index. Here's the annual sinking funds. And I did the same thing. I switched out the more decorative inserts for the more neutral. And again, I'm going to use all the neutral in the very back of the book and then do the more decorative in the months. You don't have to do that. You can do neutral in everything if you want to, but I like to create like kind of cute decorative themes for the month. I do release 3 different options for you guys of like budget bundles that include inserts and matching stickers. And I also just have the stickers by themselves if you want to use the neutral inserts, or you don't want to use inserts at all but you want the stickers. So there's so many options for you. There's the annual sinking funds.
Mom, I found a pickle.
Oh, you found the pickle? Good. We almost, okay, we almost lost our pickle ornament, which we need for Christmas, but Maddie found it. Okay, and then there's our yearly financial overview. And again, I'm really excited for this one. So you'll notice like a theme here. I included notes pages on every single page because I, again, wanted a place where I could just write down quick notes or anything like that. But this little sheet I'm excited for. So you can kind of write in like your total income for January. You know, say it was, I don't know, $6,000. You can write in like your total expenses. Say it was 4,800 or something. I'm just kind of making up numbers. You gave, I don't know, $1,200. You know what I mean. Like you can just kind of go through and figure out, you know, put in all your totals, your debt paid. Now we're debt free, so I would just put not applicable right there, or I would just leave it blank or something like that. And then the amount of money you saved and what your credit score was that month. I thought it would be a really great, just kind of quick at a glance how everything's going. And then you can total, you can total everything here at the bottom. So there's a little total section where you can figure out what was your total income for the year, what were your total expenses, the total amount you gave, the total debt you paid, the total you paid towards savings, and then I figured you could average your credit score at the very bottom there too. So that's the yearly financial overview that, again, I'm like really nerdy about, and I'm really excited to use that. So, and then I'm gonna go ahead, you can also just swipe to get to the next page, but I kind of wanted to show you guys like how the links work and everything. So if you click on the little home button, that's gonna, sometimes it kind of jumps around a little bit for some reason. I think that's just a good notes thing, but you can get back to your index by clicking on the home button here. And now we'll go to the monthly bill tracker. And here I've written in all of our, you know, consistent bills for the month, and you can check it off when it's paid. I thought that would be kind of a fun little, and actually I'm just realizing too that I forgot one. So let's write in Canva, because I forgot I do pay for Canva. So I'm just gonna put that in. And yeah, so you can just kind of check off, you know, when your mortgage has been paid and your trash and just all that kind of stuff. It's just fun. I like being able to check things off. So I thought that would be kind of fun to do. And it also makes sure, like, you know, if a bill hasn't been paid, you're able to catch it, because that has been happening to me personally. Like we just moved, and so some of my like auto draft stuff I need to like reset up and just all this sort of stuff. So I thought that would be particularly helpful for that. And I'm just gonna swipe to the next one. So here's memberships and subscriptions. And you can put in the due date. So say it's Amazon Prime. Let's say that is gonna be due on, I already know this because I looked it up, February 27th. You can put Amazon Prime. And then you can put what the annual cost is, which I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and figure it out real quick. So I know it's $119. Well, yeah. Okay, $119 is the annual cost. I meant monthly. So $991 is the, or $992 actually if you round up. So say it's $119, and then $9.92 monthly. So that would tell you too, like if you have a sinking fund for memberships and subscriptions, this is a really great way to kind of total up what you need to put in your sinking fund for memberships and subscriptions, which is something that we actually may do. So there's that. And then the next page is the car maintenance log. I really want to be better about tracking our car maintenance and everything. So I'm hoping that we're going to end up actually selling our second vehicle, because my husband is now a stay-at-home dad and I do work from home full-time and everything. So and like school is within walking distance and all that kind of stuff, so I don't really think we're gonna need a second car. We are going to kind of give it some time, like maybe a month, and see how much we actually use the second car. And if we find that we are using it quite a bit, then we'll hold on to it. But otherwise, we are considering just selling it. So it might just be one car that we're tracking, which would be nice because that's less to like be on top of. And right now I'm in just this mindset of like simplify and declutter my life all around, please. So yeah, here you can write in your date, which vehicle it was, the mileage, the cost, and then the description of service. And again, I've got a notes page over here. And then I also put in a medical expense tracker, so you can write the date, who the person was, the cost, and the description. And then there's the gift guide where you can kind of put in, and I still need to fill this out, like birthdays and anniversaries, what we're thinking of giving that person, and then, you know, the budget. So for example, say, I want to give Randy and Roxy a anniversary gift next year. So I'm gonna put Randy and Roxy, and I'm gonna say it's their anniversary. And we're thinking about giving them a massage gift card. And I'm gonna budget $100 for that. Then you can kind of like, you know, write in everyone, their birthdays, anniversaries, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all that kind of stuff, and sort of figure out how much you're gonna need for gifts in the overall year, you know, and that helps with sinking funds as well. I keep mentioning sinking funds, and some of you may not know exactly what a sinking fund is. So a sinking fund, and the best way to describe it, it's like a mini savings account. So for example, Christmas is something that comes around every single year, and the whole idea of it is like you start saving for Christmas like at the very beginning of the year, or I mean you can start sinking funds whenever, but say I want to have $600 for Christmas in 2022. Then in January I know I can start setting aside $50 in that sinking fund or that savings account every single month, and then come December I will have $600 for Christmas ready to go. So that's kind of the best, like most simple way to describe it. But I think having gifts as a sinking fund is really, really great. And I think that this little worksheet is an awesome tool to use to kind of figure out exactly how much you should be setting aside to pay for gifts and make sure you've got the money to, you know, to fund those things so that they're not like unbudgeted or, you know, you're taking too much of your monthly budget is what I'm trying to say, or like unexpected, or, you know, you're prepared for it. That's the beauty of sinking funds, is like you're prepared for these expenses versus like, I know in December is a huge birthday month for us. It's my husband's birthday, my daughter's birthday, my sister-in-law's birthday, my mother-in-law's birthday. We have a lot of December birthdays, so and anniversaries. Randy and Roxy's anniversaries in December. So it's just really helpful to, like, instead of like having all these birthdays come up and be like, oh my gosh, now we have to, you know, budget $400 for gifts this month or something, like, I was cut off. But I was saying, so instead of like saying like, oh my gosh, I have to pay like $400 for gifts, you have your sinking fund ready to go, the money set aside, that's where it's meant to be used, and it's like, it brings you such a sense of peace to have that set aside, ready to go, be prepared, all that good stuff. So That's the gift guide. And then here's the income tracker. This is the last little tracker, yeah, that I put in here. And again, this is just to kind of do a general, like, you know, if I do a D-stash, if I want to put my business income in here, I kind of want to track all of my income in one spot. Or I like the idea of that. We'll see if I follow through on it. We'll see, but I kind of liked the idea of having like a space where I can track the overall income, the days it comes in, the source, the amount. So it's kind of going to give me like an overall idea of like my income for the whole year in more detail versus the yearly financial overview where I'm able to put in the income for each month and what the total was at the end of the year, but I don't entirely know where it came from. So I just wanted a way to kind of see all those details in one page versus having to like click into, you know, each month or something like that. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so anyways, that is how, let me turn my pen tool off. That is how I have set up my budget planner. And again, it's going to be very simple to move pages over to the new planner once I switch themes and things like that. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful just to kind of get ideas of what you might want to track in 2021 with your finances. If you guys have any questions at all, of course, let me know in the comment section down below. I would be happy to help in any way I can. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas, and I will chat with y'all later. Bye.